What's up, AtoZSports here live, the Titans Game Day Live post-game show. What an abysmal performance. You can ask Easton about the things that I got off my chest before I hit the go live button.
Don't ask me, just tell the people.
I can't do that. But this team is in a miserable spot. This franchise is wishing they could simulate the rest of the season like a video game. And they look like they want to as well. This is going to be a miserable post-game show because I'm furious at everybody employed on the football side of the operations about the Tennessee Titans, including the owner, Amy Adams-Strunk. But we're going to have a conversation about this 25-3 loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, where the Jags go 25 unanswered points. Could have scored more, but they didn't care either. And the Jags now first place in the AFC South. Easton
Good
Freeze
point. How about that?
Easton Freeze is with me. I'm Austin Stanley here live on the AtoZSports Game Day post-game show. But Easton, before we get going here, tell the people what they got to do, and then we'll officially rock and roll.
People, please. First of all, thank you for being here. Second of all, please help us out by liking the show on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you are watching us right now. Hit that like button. It is the least that you can do for us having to trudge through whatever this is. We're here for you, so help us out by hitting that like button, and we will talk it out. We want to hear your thoughts in the comments, so jump in there and just let it all fly, baby. But your entrance to the comments today, the cover, the door fee is one like, please, and thank you.
That's it. Nothing else. Just
and that's
like
free, by the way.
Yeah, that is a big deal. So please like the show. That does help us out quite a bit. I hear somebody say, "I need therapy. This is shameful." Oh, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to get into, but let's do it officially. Welcome to the AtoZSports Titan Game Day Live, the post-game show here on a Sunday afternoon. The Titans are now 1-11 on the season. Gathering our sponsors here before we dive into all this. X Golf in Nashville, Murfreesboro, Hermitage, and Franco, the home of indoor golf in Middle Tennessee. Play xgolf.com. BTA Sports. Use the code ATOZSports. You get a 14-day free trial, and then a 12-month subscription is $79. I had an announcement about BTA Sports tomorrow morning on Monday. So use the link in the show description and Facebook title there. Botero Carts, life is short. Buy a golf cart, 2 locations to serve you, Columbia and Gallatin. Lipscomb University Sports Analytics Program, turning your passion into a career. The Barrel Social Club, real poker players. The Barrel Social Club is Kentucky's, Tennessee's poker destination. And T-Dot's Nobody Trash the Tennessee campaign. Be part of the solution to end littering. Nobody Trash the Tennessee.com. I have nothing nice to say. Nothing at all. Nothing. I hate watching this football team play. And this team is so miserable. All I want to do, and I gave up on this season I don't remember what week it was where East and I said, I no longer care about the defense. I just want to watch them play offense. That was at some point in mid-October. I don't remember, 6 weeks or so ago.
Shamefully early on, yes.
And they won't even let us watch Cam Ward play football. Like the special teams today, like the best thing this team has, chronically killing opportunities for Cam Ward to do anything. Jim DK fumbles. Whoever the hell ran it, like, why are you trying to block punts? Nobody freaking cares. Because stop.
If the special teams doesn't do things for this team, then nothing works.
I don't care. Nobody cares.
That's
Nobody
the devil's advocate argument.
Stop trying to block punts. Stop trying to fight the punter. Stop trying to run into people. Stop trying to.
No, hang on. The punter needs to stop trying to fight people.
Yeah,
their punter is a mega bitch.
He is an
Sorry,
idiot.
Can I say that? He is one.
Yeah, sure, you did it. Whatever. But he's an idiot too. How many times have we seen the defense just stop and then ruin it? It was 18-3. The Titans defense gets a stop, and then, okay, you punt it, you're roughing the punter, whatever. And now it's 25-3 because the Jags just march down your throats and just demoralize you in front of the teens of people watching.
The Titans of the past couple of years have this unique ability. It's not every game, but it's like, I don't know, anecdotally more than half of them, where you come away from the game having watched it and you go, man, another day of the defense not being disappointing and the offense being disappointing. And then box score watchers will be like, what are you talking about? They allowed Jaguars scored 25 points today. The defense wasn't exactly great out there either. And it's like, no. Clearly you didn't watch the game, because I know that 25 points were scored. It's because the Titans offense was so inept that they hung the defense out to dry for 60 minutes. So the fact that they only allowed 25 points, if you watch the game, was kind of impressive. Like, the defense actually did some things. The defense was holding up their end of the bargain for a lot of the game. Not all of it. And the Jaguars offense is good, and the Titans are working with some questionable pieces on defense where, there's some things that are exposed.
Yeah.
But that defensive performance was enough to stay in the game. Maybe not to win the game, but to be in the game. But the Titans were never in the game because of the offense.
And the defense. Because of their penalties.
With penalties is a different thing.
And the refs decided to make this game as miserable of a viewing experience as possible by having 20 combined accepted penalties in the first 3 quarters.
I seem to be the punching bag in the comments. Jameson says Easton always has nice things to say. He's the Titans cheerleader, so can't wait for that. I guess I'm not beating the allegations, because I did start with some. I'm only pumping up the defense as a way to further crush the offense.
What you're trying to do is you're trying to balance out my energy. I am the most negative I've probably been on this post-game show, and you're just trying to keep the thing floating.
And it's also it's a glimpse into the way that the two of us as sports fans, sports watchers, handle things very differently. Because I get this a lot from frustrated people in the comments. F you, Easton, every week you smiling and smirking. This not the only person that is.
You smile through the post-game show every week.
I mean, I embody smiling through the pain. Like, it is clearly my coping mechanism for this Titans team. And as I said in the pregame show, or the halftime show, whenever I said it earlier today, I act unbothered because at this point I am unbothered because I am choosing to not have any expectations for this team. I am somebody that gets bothered by the Titans when they let me down, but they can't let me down if I wasn't holding them to any kind of standard to begin with. And that's where we are. That's where we are. I have no expectations for you people.
I'm at the point where I personally feel disrespected by the effort that I have to sit through and watch and take up.
You know what? And that's fair. That's fair.
6 hours of my Sundays. I have to sit here and watch this BS and watch them do dumb stuff. I don't think, and Easton, I'm going to say this.
Well, you know what? Hey, and that's the difference, by the way. If I was just a fan and I was doing it just for the love of the game, I would probably feel the same way. But guess what? You pay me to sit here and watch it, so it hurts a little bit less.
Like normal people are putting up their Christmas lights outside right now.
Right.
Right.
Because I had somebody tell me that they went to Publix for the second half. They didn't need a grocery trip. They just decided they were going to run to the grocery anyways.
I'm going to go join the senior citizens and walk around the grocery store.
There's bingo going on down at the community center. Check that out.
It's pathetic. I don't think I've seen a collection of professional athletes that do more dumb stuff to self-inflict their team than this 2025 Titans squad. They do constantly. And it's just Julius Chestnut's trying to fight a long snapper what's the purpose of this?
Just coming unraveled, man. It's completely unglued.
The Tennessee Titans, if Mike McCoy had any stones, which we know he doesn't, because he's Mike McCoward punting how many times on 4th and reachable down 3 touchdowns in the second half of that game. If Mike McCoy had any stones, he'd go full Fran Brown, Syracuse head coach, and make these jokers run wind sprints in front of the dozens of fans that were there after the game across the field.
No, that would be something.
They should. That's what they deserve. They all suck. They're all miserable. They all blew today. Jeffrey Simmons had a couple of nice plays. Other than that, did dumb stuff. And so MB says, why is Austin so mad if he's not a Titans fan? He's a lot more angry than I. I just told you. It's because I had to sit here and waste 6 hours of my day.
He feels disrespected.
I am personally disrespected by the time wasted that I have to do for this for the entire season.
Yeah. It is this is supposed to be an entertainment product. And I am so bored. Everybody should be birds on Twitch. Bored. Shout out Twitch. Thinks that they agree with me. Titans fans should feel completely disrespected by the effort put out there by this team. And Amy Adams Strunk started this whole thing. It's her fault. It's her fault. She created the ridiculous situation
that this roster is in, this coaching staff is in, by nobody caring, everybody mailing it in, checking out, not giving a whoop on what penalty affects teams one way or the other, but because she fired the coach damn near September.
I just got the notification that the Mike McCoy press conference has started. Do you think he will be as chipper and chummy this week as he was last, Austin?
No, because that guy, I don't want to get into.
I mean, he had a real pep in his step last week for whatever reason. Now, they did lose the game by a full touchdown, but he's in good mood last week. I'm curious to see what his mood is like this week.
And he's the worst, man. I am so dramatically angry right now because I've just been sitting here in my office just like fuming at why can't they just do something entertaining?
Mm-hmm.
Like Cam Ward can't set his feet to throw a pass to save his life today. So let's just jump into some therapy sessions, some opinions, and do what we do in all of these post-game shows. Let's get the one-word machine revved up a little bit. What's one word to describe this loss, 25-3, to the now first-place Jags? What is one word to describe this loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, 25-3 with the final score? But first, I want to tell you, everybody here, about our great friends at TDOT. They are the Tennessee Department of Transportation. They're doing what they can to end littering across our state. NobodyTrashesTennessee.com is the website. Millions and millions of dollars are spent every year trying to clean up our highways, our roadways, and still 80-something million pieces of litter up and down the interstates in our state. It's pretty embarrassing because Tennessee is a gorgeous state. It is a beautiful state, and we can all chip in and help out by joining the campaign to end littering across the state. If you have a son or daughter out there who's in grade school age that needs some of that community service, some of that extracurricular activity, some good things to put on the resume, this is a great one. TDOT has it right there. NobodyTrashesTennessee.com is where to go. That's NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to end littering across the state. So what do you see in here? Because
by the way, I had somebody ask me the other day. They're like, "Whenever you guys do TDOT reads, why do you always recommend parents send their kids to pick up like they're criminals on the side of the street?" I'm like, no. That's not. No. You need this when you're in high school.
Volunteer activity.
Colleges want you to have this on your
good.
Transcript. So. It is it's a win-win there if you want to.
I mean, I could be like, hey, I could say the demographic of people that watch NFL, the demographic that we are in, are the worst litterers of everybody. So that's why we're trying to tell everybody, stop throwing stuff.
You may also be a parent of a kid that could use a little, community service as, something constructive to do with their lives. But also, even if you have good kids can go pick up trash too, is what we're saying.
That's right. All right. What are the one words you see here, Easton?
I am seeing impotent, regression, poor, lost, cowardly, pitiful, hungover. Oh, they are suffering from the success of their touchdown loss to the Seahawks last week. They are hungover from that winning energy despite the loss. Numb, dog, something I can't say. Thank you for self-censoring there. Terrorism. Ew. Abysmal. Vomit. Flabbergasted. Misery. Garbage. Repeat. Unwatchable.
Speaking of trash.
Indeed. Brutal. Stop me whenever you feel necessary. Barf. Feces. Undisciplined. Embarrassing. Demoralizing. Complacent. Whatever. Scummy. Treasonous. I don't know why. That's water taxied. Maybe that means he took the water taxi home a little earlier than he thought he might be.
They offer it. Shout out National Water Taxi for offering the second half of the post halftime ride back.
Is that right? The early return?
That's yes, tough. They do.
A shame.
Ooh, here's a good one. Unprofessional.
Oh, so what's your one word, Austin? Because I have one. I've had one since the fourth quarter.
Oh, go for it then, because I have. I've already kind of.
I've already mentioned my one word once on the show. I tweeted it out in the fourth quarter. My one word is bored. I am bored. Again, this is supposed to be entertaining one way or another. Somehow, some way, it's supposed to be fun or frustrating or compelling. It's supposed to evoke emotion in me. The way that anything, when I go to my television set and I turn it on to do literally anything, to watch a movie or a TV show or play a video game, I'm doing so to feel something. And the only thing that I feel when I'm watching the Titans right now is you're getting paid for this. You're getting paid for this. You're getting paid for this. You're getting paid to sit here and do this. So numb, I guess, is another word for it. As somebody mentioned in the comments, that's how I feel. Is I have no expectations. I'm not let down, because you can't be let down if there's nothing that no standard I'm holding them to. That I like. Do I wish it was better? Yes. Do I see? Can I sit here and see, like, well, here's an area of optimism. All week we talk about it. I write about it. Here are the things that you're hanging your hat on going forward. It's not all lost forever in eternity, as much as it may feel that way in the moment, and you may be compelled to just say that lazily. There is a future for this team, and it starts and ends with Cam Ward right now. And one bad Cam Ward game, which you got today, does not undo his entire rookie season. It doesn't undo the good things that he did the previous 2 weeks. It's, as I said at the halftime show, progress is linear. We'll talk more about him in a little bit, but it was a bad day. That doesn't define him as a player. It's just here's really where we're at, is whenever Cam Ward doesn't have a good day, it's boring.
Yeah.
Cam has to be an elevator, or else the Titans are boring.
Today. And he stunk today, guys.
He did.
And we will grade him in a few minutes.
I do think it's fair to say the entire offense stunk. Again,
yes.
Pending tape review, but I refuse to believe that he saw the field that poorly. In other words, I refuse to believe that when he continued to pat the ball and move in the pocket and look around and scribble, I refuse to believe that every single time he was just missing the open guy. You know what I mean? I think that the Titans skill players got handled today.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not on Cam Ward.
No,
that's on
no. I think, like, they came out, that. And that's the weird thing about, like, it's almost, they came out and they were effective, right?
First drive, man, moving.
And then they
should have gone for it on fourth and got a touchdown. But,
this team's got no guts. Guts. And I'm
We've
trying
hit our annual quota on guts references.
No, we have not, because we have 5 more games to go. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than a month worth.
My one word could be disrespectful because of what I kind of opened with, but I've already gone through that spiel. And so lifeless is this team. This team is lifeless. They have no like fight, like from a mentality standpoint. And I think that starts with, currently that's a Mike McCoy thing. They just have an all shucks situation going on over there.
It's a great way of putting it. They are a very all shucks team right now.
Dang, darn.
Hey, did y'all have fun today? Get them next time.
Yeah. Again, what have I'll see if I can quiz you on this real quick off top of your head here. This is not fair for you to be in, but what 2 other jobs have I compared Mike McCoy to? See if you can just off the top of your head remember.
Jobs in sports, or like jobs in life?
Just yeah.
Oh, like summer camp director.
Bing. There's one. There's another one.
I don't know.
Gym teacher.
I was about to say something to do with the school. Yeah,
like elementary school, like gym teacher.
Yeah.
And look, I loved my elementary school.
I was about to say that's a slight at gym teachers. I'm afraid.
But I love my gym teacher. Coach. We had a great relationship there. Not a shot at him, but like the stereotypical like bad movie gym teacher is Mike McCoy, not like the real life one. But he's just an all shucks, like, okay, here's your orange slices type of guy. Like he's just a waste of time. Like it's all that he is. And it's not personal, but he's got nothing about him is going to inspire anybody. Like he's cowardly, he's soft, he just doesn't handle things correctly. I saw somebody said that he tried to take accountability in the post-game presser for lack of game awareness on the delay of game penalty that happened at the end of the first half. Somebody in the comments that he tried to do that. It was like painful to watch.
Points for not denying the obvious, Mike.
It's just like,
thanks for realizing what we all realized in the moment. That's great.
And I cannot.
Hey guys, sorry I was talking to Bones and missed that part of my job. My bad. Hey, it's on me. Hand up. All right, Mike.
I cannot take any more of Mike McCoward football. It's what worked last week. They did zero of.
Every little bit of success, progress, whatever you want to call it, the Titans have had since firing Brian Callahan feels to me, and this is going to sound, maybe this is just Easton coping, I don't know, but to me it feels like it has all been despite the coaching staff. And anything that actually matters, any little step forward they've made, it feels to me like it's primarily the players just getting better because they're young and they have a lot of room to get better with experience. Like there's nothing this season that has been more vindicating to me than I sat there. They fired Callahan on a Monday. We spoke to Mike McCoy on that Tuesday and then on that Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And on that Wednesday, after the second time of having spoken to him in 2 days, second time ever having spoken to him as a media group, I sat there in the media room and I kind of was just like, oh no, I hate this guy. Like I've only talked to him twice. He stinks. This guy stinks. I'm already out. And I realized at that moment, like I can't say this very loudly because it sounds like the guy who liked the guy that just got fired is mad that the guy got fired. And I was mad that the guy got fired. I still think objectively it was dumb to fire him when he did. I don't think that's an incorrect thing.
There's no problem with that.
I still think that's right. But either way, it has been really nice that it didn't take long for everybody to get on that wagon of like, you know what, this guy does stink. He's like, yeah, y'all say it real loud, and I'll just nod in agreement because if I speak on this, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. And it did not take but a week for everybody, even the biggest haters of me, the biggest haters of Brian Callahan, whatever it is, to be like, mistake. Titans made a big fat mistake with Mike McCoy. And
speaking of biggest haters, Scott Van Horn says, I'm Austin's biggest hater, yet I'm agreeing with everything today. Must be cold in hell. I mean, I have my heat on today. I don't know what you got going on, but
what does
first time
Austin's been mad like this though? Like what is the big change up in the way that you've approached this post game?
I'm just way more outwardly pissed. Like you should like the text group that is between us two, JT and Ryan, there are like 12 texts from me before there's a text from somebody else of just me venting in this thing.
Double and triple and quadruple and quintuple texting us.
And you guys are just like, I mean, there's like some exclamation points. There's a haha in their reaction, but it's just me just like unloading on you guys. So I'm going to go through what drove me the most crazy in this game. And it's going to continue to pile on Mike McCoward. And then we will discuss Cam Ward's grade 2. But Easton, first tell us all about Botero Carts before I tell you what drove me crazy. And we ask you guys what drove you the craziest here in this game today.
Botero Carts. Check them out. Life is short, so you need to buy a golf cart, and you need to do it with our friends at Botero Carts. They have 2 locations to serve you in Columbia and in Gallatin, Tennessee. They are locally owned and operated, so support a local business by going to Botero Carts today. They are open 7 days a week. 0% financing, as in no financing, for 36 months, as in 3 years. So you're going to pay as little as $6,700 for your cart, and you're not going to owe any financing on it for up to 3 years. There's no dealer fee. There's no credit card fees. None of this hidden fee mumbo jumbo nonsense that a lot of other places are going to stick you with. Botero Carts, straightforward, to the point, locally owned. Go and check them out in Columbia or in Gallatin, Tennessee today.
All right, shout out to Botero Carts there. Eric says, bad ownership, coaching, and a bad team. We ask you guys, what drove you the most crazy in today's game? Adam just said the team in general. Derek says, I still think the Callahan firing was correct. McCoy's bad, but Callahan was coaching more scared than he is. I disagree with that because that is what drove me the craziest today, is that the Titans get the ball to start the third quarter. They are down 18-3 because of this dumb shenanigans at the end of the second quarter that gave the Jags 3 more points. Mm-hmm. So if they have to get points to start the third quarter. They have to get points. If they want any chance of making this game watchable later, they have to get points to start the third quarter. They start the quarter off by getting a penalty on the kickoff return, which is great. They work themselves from 3rd and 13 to 4th and 1. You're on your own 28-yard line, right? I don't care. It's 4th and 1. You're down by 15 points. You're 1-10. The Jags are 7-4. Go for it. It's 4th and 1. Go for it.
God forbid you lose by 35 and not 28. God forbid.
Over this, right? We just went over this last week. Last week, your cheeky ass Mike McCoward laughed. He said, I thought about you guys when I went for it on 4th down. It worked. Cam Ward is 2-0. 2-0 on quarterback sneaks this year, and he is bad objectively at sneaking the quarterback sneaks, but it works. So that's not only what drove me the craziest, because then you give up the 15-play, 71-yard drive, touchdown drive in the Jags and make it 25-3 because you roughed the punter when you got to stop. And then here you are again in a 4th and 7 situation, down 22 points in the third quarter with 3 minutes left. 4th and 7 at the 45-yard line, and you punt? There is not enough time left in the game. There are literally not enough possessions for you to come back if you don't go for it there. So that drove me the craziest. He basically ended the game. He said, we're just going to let the clock run out. This is a run the clock out situation. And that drove me the craziest. Mike McCoward is awful. I said this weeks ago. Fire the interim. I don't care if it's never happened before in the NFL. Make it happen. Fire the interim. He's hurting this team.
There's no doubt. So there's 5 games left to play, and it's just my pause there is, at what point have you got to lie in the bed that you made? Because they made this bed.
You have 5 more games left for Cam Ward to do something, to get reps.
Right.
And Mike McCoward is continuously taking the ball out of your quarterback's hands. He has nothing to gain.
So you fire McCoy and you do what?
Give it to Bones.
No.
Yes.
You can't give it to Bones.
Yes, you can.
You cannot. If you want to keep him, you cannot.
Yes, you can, because he's a second interim. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal for him and for the next guy. It makes it weird next year if you do this.
Give it to Nard Wilson.
I'm in on that. I'm also in on giving it to somebody that you think is an upstart on the
Luke Stalker. Jake just said Luke Stalker. It's fine with me. Somebody who's got some juice, some energy, some fight, something.
You need to give it. It's difficult because I think you need to give it to somebody that has a little bit of fight, has a little bit of juice, but you don't expect to be back next year. And we've just named 2 of the people that I think are going to be back next year.
Get Rex Ryan. Pull him out of
No. You can't, at this point, you don't bring in. Hey, you can't bring somebody in from the outside at this point.
No, I know that, but no. In all seriousness, Mike
give
McCoy,
it to Tyke Tolbert. Give it to Frank. Give it to Frank Bush. Should have given it to Frank Bush in the first place.
Mike McCoy is robbing Cam Ward, robbing Amy Adams Strunk, and Mike Borgonzi and Chad Brinker.
Give it to Amy Adams Strunk. Make her come down, put the headset on, and coach the team the last 5 games.
Honestly, yeah, but she's not going to do that because she won't even talk. But
hey, you know what? This is the deal. We will agree. No Amy Adams Strunk head coach press conferences if she agrees to be the acting head coach the rest of the year. I just want to see it. I don't even have to talk to her. I just want to see it. I want to see her out there squirm. That's what I like. Anyways, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Mike McCoy just cannot continue to. He's just driving it further into the ground. He is what he's doing.
Yeah, I just don't know. They're not going.
I know they're not going to.
So it's like
they should. They should.
Agreed.
And I'm going to keep calling for it.
But we've agreed on this for how long now? A month.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. So what drove you the craziest in this game?
Oh gosh, what drove me the craziest? That's not what drove me the craziest. Not named Mike McCoy should be the actual question because
I took McCoward, so you can take him.
And McCoy's like just flying by the seat of his pants, making it up as he goes is the other thing about him that we've not really touched on. But like he doesn't seem to have any guiding principles besides just general conservatism, but also not conservatism in certain areas where he decides to be all, ooh, look at me, I'm gung ho. Like he just kind of flips a coin on the sideline and picks what he's going to do. There doesn't seem to be any kind of process. And God knows if there is some kind of process on any of it, he's not going to tell us about it when we ask him about it after the game. So besides that, the thing that drove me the craziest is probably the fact that this, I mean, I think the fact that I've mentioned it more than once is indication that it's driving me crazy. That this skill position group just did absolutely nothing against the Jaguars defense that is no pushover by any means. It's a good defense, but goodness gracious, people, like, can anybody get open? Can anybody make a play? Apparently not. And I know Cam was quite bad today. But I have a strong feeling in my belly that when I watch this tape tomorrow, whenever I get around to really examining the offensive tape, I'm going to see a lot of guys not getting open, not capitalizing in certain situations, not doing their jobs. And I know that
or
generally
not catching the ball when the ball hits them in the hands on fourth down.
Or that one. Yeah, we're down atrocious on that front. And I know that as a group, like, they're the worst in the league. Like, we've established this. It's not like I have some grand expectations for them. But there are certain guys that I'd like to see more from. And like, Gunnar Helm had a fine day today. I'm not actually mad at Gunnar. But like, the receivers, either of the rookies that we're hoping can be pieces for next year. Hello? Anybody at home? Anybody home out there? Chigakonkwo, both of the running backs. There's nobody made a play, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Well, Tajay tries every time he catches the ball. Just a lot of times you just get immediately just suffocated whenever and like robbed and mugged as soon as he touches it.
I don't have anything else to say about this team. I'm mad that skill players didn't get open.
Yeah, I think that's a fair one. And then like Chig dropped one on the sideline. Alec dropped the one on fourth down. The slant that hit him right in the hands. It was a low throw, which a low throw on an in-cutting route is really tough to catch because you're running towards the football and that's where your knees are. It's like that is a hard, but catch the damn ball. Like that's, catch it, just give up after you catch it and just get the first down. And so it's just ridiculous to watch. And then, I literally laughed out loud sitting here watching on TV when James Prochet, all 165 pounds of him, tries to block for 240-pound Gunnar Helm on a tight end screen and gets blown up right into Gunnar Helm, who like slips on ice in a cartoon way going backwards for a loss of 4. Like this whole franchise is a joke. They have been the laughing stock of the NFL now for 2 seasons. So that drove me crazy.
Agreed.
Do we want to grade Cam Ward?
I want to do whatever's next. Let's keep going.
All right, let's grade Cam Ward here on the show. Grading Cam Ward. How do you grade Cam Ward's performance? I know Jack's in the comments somewhere. He's got our history of grades for Cam Ward. But let me tell you guys about our friends at BTA Sports, making smarter bets and focus on winning against the sports books. BTA is for us on our team. BTA Sports can help you out quite a bit. We got 2 codes with BTA Sports. The link is right there in the Facebook title and the YouTube description. The first code is for a 12-month subscription. I got something new for BTA. I'll tell you tomorrow on Monday. But 12-month subscription for $79, or you can use AtoZ14 and you get a weekly subscription for $9.99. Both codes get you a 14-day free trial to make you a better sports bettor right there with BTA Sports. Easton, what are you seeing from the chat from Cam Ward's grade, and also if Jack has a recap for us too?
He did, and I saw it, and then I forgot to start.
He just pasted it again, I think.
Oh, did he? Good. Okay, so I'll find that in a second as I scroll and come on, get me to the new comments. So from Jack, here we go. Last week were the best grades we have seen from. Oh,
that's week 1.
Oh, here we go. Here's the rest of it. Here we go. He's breaking it up. 2 parts. Last week, you gave Cam Ward a B. JT gave him a B+. That's the best that we've seen from Cam Ward in terms of grading. It's the best we've seen from him in terms of the whole season.
Now, there was week 5, which was the win. You guys each gave him a B flat.
Right. So those are the weeks. I guess I'll go to the comments now and see what the folks are saying for today. A Z- is the first thing I see. That's good. Oh, how about an F-? F, worst outing of the year. D-. I for impotent. Tough. F-, D+, D-. Wow, these are not great. A for ass, Z plus, D minus. F, and the rest of the team and coaching is an F minus. C, because you have to grade Cam on a curve based on the surrounding cast. That's the best I've seen so far.
Well, you can, but that's not a C. It's not that big
No
of a curve.
turnovers, no help, C minus. Negative F and a lot of poop emojis, F minus. F was waiting on sacks instead of trying to avoid them. Okay, well, that's the gist is pretty clear there. What'd you say, Austin?
I'm trying to see what my lowest grade is. I gave him a D plus in week 7, which was the Patriots game. Yeah, that was bad because he had turnovers.
Yet?
I have not. He was okay. Go for it.
24 of 38, 141 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, 63.2% completion percentage, a 70.2 rating, 3.7 yards per attempt. Ooh. Almost 40 attempts and 141 yards is hard to do, folks, but he did it.
Well, he had, by my count, 42 dropbacks, 3 sacks, and then the 1 rush.
1 scramble, yeah.
It's an F. This is a flat out
F.
Yes,
okay.
This was bad. Now, yes, people are like correct. He did not have a turnover that directly resulted in points for the opponent, like he's had a couple times. But he was lost. Completely lost. He was in it looked like his mind was scrambling and his feet and eyes could not catch up. He was unwilling to run again until the very, very end, completely unwilling to run. And he was doing that thing where he just dumps it down to his checkdowns way too late and sacrifices them to the safeties coming downhill to knock their heads off. And then sometimes he just flat out missed. Like there was a wheel route that Iron Manor was open and he just wasn't even close. He was just really off and looked like he had no idea how to maneuver the pocket. This was a flat out F.
Revisiting the Easton Freeze quarterback grading bylaws, I will point out that I cannot give him an F because he was not the reason the team lost the game. That is the rule for an F for me. He certainly wasn't the reason they lost. So I will give him a flat D. It is not a D minus because I am suspicious of what he was actually looking at downfield. Perhaps tomorrow the tape will adjust this grade up or down depending on how much the coverage was making his day miserable, i.e. how much his skill position players were making his day miserable because they weren't getting open. So I'm going to give him a flat D, which also stinks. I have nothing to add to it.
Yeah, somebody says, give me an update on Levis, damn it. Go check out his Instagram. That's what Will Levis is up to.
Got a new girlfriend.
And he's posting, collab, pictures and content all the time. So
pretty sure Will's having a pretty good time, actually.
Seems like it.
His life seems to be pretty good.
Yeah, because he's not having to watch his team for 6 hours on Sunday. Like
or do anything with this team, in fact.
Yeah, I still think it was a really, really weak decision on how they came to it, but that's pretty brutal there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? Okay, I'm leaving. Have to go to the hospital. Austin is making sense. I must be sick.
This guy really hates you, Austin.
And Easton, like, what have I changed my opinion on anything today? I'm delivering it more.
No, not at all. That's what makes it funny.
More, I don't know, the descriptive adjective to use here. I'm delivering it more angry.
Passionately?
Angrier, something, but I've not said anything that I haven't said before.
You should tell them what they missed at the beginning of the show before we hit live. Tell them what you really think.
A lot of 4-letter words.
All right, what else we got to talk about?
Let's talk about Xavier Shepo because I think that it really does suck. But let me tell you guys about the Barrel Social Club. That's where you should turn. Real poker, real players, 7 days a week. The Barrel Social Club is the poker destination for Middle Tennesseans and Southern Kentuckians. It's just 45 minutes north of downtown Nashville, just 15 minutes away from Bowling Green, 12 poker tables that run tournament cash games 7 days a week, including No Limit Texas Hold'em and Pot Limit Omaha. They have 16 TVs, including the biggest screens, to watch all the games in Franklin, Kentucky, and it's open until 4 a.m. So you got 5 more NFL Sundays to go, which sounds kind of sad unless you're just stuck watching the Titans game. Well, that's 5 more opportunities to go watch the NFL and play poker. And so if you're a beginner or if you're like a well-seasoned pro, the Barrel Social Club is open to you as well. So go check them out at thebarrelsocial.com, thebarrelsocial.com, the destination for poker for Middle Tennesseans. Okay, so man, this sucks, right? Like the Xavier Strepo injury really blows. And I don't know what it is. He gets carted off, 15-yard catch, foot gets caught in the turf, it looked like, as he got tackled and twisted. And then, he was in a lot of pain holding his ankle. My first thought was Achilles, but the replay said no, it was definitely a twist of something. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, Easton, but as the cart was going off, I did see him like flex his, you can like flex your ankle.
Mm-hmm.
I did see that.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means.
I saw from Paul Kaharski that he was, of course, off limits in the locker room because he got hurt and didn't finish the game. But he was in the locker room putting his socks and shoes on when they were in there. So
that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I also saw him clearly distraught and, shedding a tear on the cart as they disappeared up the tunnel, which was a bummer, man. This team these poor Titans fans can't even have, like, our fun side quests anymore. Like, we can't even have the fun little, mostly insignificant things. Those are being taken from us as well, and it stinks. Welcome back, Mason Kinsey, I guess, for the next couple weeks. Or maybe the rest of the year. Who knows? Not a doctor, not going to speculate, but when you get carted off with an ankle, you're not really going to walk that one off, I don't think.
Well,
not usually. So
I just got a text. Sorry, I'm smiling not because we're talking about Xavier Strepo's injury. I'm smiling because I got a text from somebody that loves the Mike McCoward nickname. I guess they just heard it for the first time.
I saw more usage of Mike McCoward on my Twitter timeline today than I think I saw usage of his actual name.
I'm trying, man. I'm starting something. But yeah, hopefully this Xavier Strepo situation is not as bad as it looked, because I do think, look, there are 5 games left. And we talked about this in the pregame show. We'll get to that in a second, about his usage in this game, because it took them almost 3 full quarters before getting him involved last week. And there were some things that worked. And so I wanted to see what would happen here. And it didn't really materialize at all. A few snaps here. All right, we got a couple other segments to get to here on our post-game show. So we've graded Cam Ward. We need to revisit our X Golf X Factors, and we'll give a shout out to X Golf, the home of indoor golf in Middle Tennessee. It is indoor golf season now. So don't think golf season just ends and you have to put your clubs up in the trunk or in the attic or anything when you bring down the Christmas lights. No, just keep them in the back of the car and go to X Golf, and you can bring your own clubs and use their top of the line golf simulators while having a great sports bar experience. Their winter leagues are opening now. PlayXGolf.com is the website. 4 locations in Middle Tennessee, Nashville, Murfreesboro, Franklin, Hermitage, PlayXGolf.com. One of my X factors was the usage of Restrepo. And what did you think about that? Obviously, Alec was back, so he wasn't needed as much. But
yeah, I don't know.
I still expected more.
I don't know where I'm at, because I'm the Alec Iamaner guy, and we're down tremendously. I think to some extent, outside of, I don't want to discount what DK did as a receiver the past couple of weeks, because he's done some things, but his shine as a rookie is like 90% his return ability, which is fantastic. But he and Alec as receivers, as rookies, I think we've kind of found their ceiling. I think we found it pretty early on in the year. They just aren't difference makers yet. And I want to be careful, because receiver is a position that is sneaky easy to get over our skis on because so many young receivers in recent draft classes have come in and have been immediately good. And it's kind of convinced us that, like, well, you're either good immediately or you stink and you just are a bust, which is crazy talk because there's still a lot of receivers that JT and I talked about this last week on the morning show. Like the top 5 fantasy receivers this year, which means the guys producing a bunch or catching the ball and running with the ball and whatnot, are year 3 and year 4 guys. So there's still hope for these guys. It's just this year, man, they are they're kind of concerning right now, and Alec chief amongst them. Like, so all of that is to say, this is a Restrepo question I'm answering. I understand why you feel like you got to get Alec and DK out there as much as possible and run them a bunch, and go 2 tight end too, which by the way takes a receiver off the field because you want to get Gunnar Helm in there, and Gunnar had a good day and was a pretty big part of the offense today, and that's a good thing, and you want that, but it means that you're not going to get near Restrepo, and so it's kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't thing to me, where if you're getting Xavier more involved, it means it's at the expense of somebody who's a lot more likely to be a part of your future plans in a series, like in a pretty significant way. So but at the same time, I'd like to see more too. I'm with you. If you ask me, like, do you want to see more of Xavier Restrepo? I say, yes, of course. And you say, okay, how? I don't know if I have an answer for you, to be honest.
Well, I think I said, I can't remember if it was postgame or if it was Monday, that I want to see Xavier Restrepo active for the rest of the games this season.
And I agree on that front for sure.
Yeah, and Brent has a good comment on Facebook. Unfortunate that Restrepo got hurt, as he has proven that he can get open and catch a football.
True.
Yeah.
True.
He has. And he's had 2 of his catches get called back for penalties.
He had 2 catches today, right? Just the 2?
Just the one for 15. The first one that you're probably thinking of got called back.
Right. So he literally had a second catch that got called
back. Yeah. But 2 catches in the 2 games called back for penalties, because you need somebody to. This is the most simple thing. The Titans need somebody to catch the football, to get a first down, so they can have more plays. That's all they need. I just want to see more plays. Forget scoring points. Let's just focus on getting first downs. Like this, strip it down to that, because they got 3 first downs on the opening drive of the game. They went the next 2.5 quarters and combined to get 3 first downs total. And one of them was because of a holding penalty on the corner.
Total bailout. Yeah. Yeah.
Which happens, and those count. Like, you get penalties or first downs for penalty all the time, but they can't even get first downs because they can't catch the ball consistently or make the throw, they can't make the throw, get open, and catch it all at the same time.
They are a useless team who my faith in them somehow winning another game or 2 dwindles as we continue this death march to the sea. There's still a pretty big part of me that thinks they'll find a way, because when you step back, you realize they still haven't, we keep talking about how their schedule is so hard. So they still haven't played a team that's not a playoff team since when? Because the Jaguars are first in the AFC South right now. The Seahawks obviously are a playoff team. The Texans are a playoff team as it stands. Before that, the Chargers are a playoff team. Before that, the Texans, right? Again. Patriots are a playoff team. The last non-playoff team they played was the Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the week that Callahan got fired, week 6,
yep,
and it's now week 13. So this next week, you got Shadur coming to town, and his head coach confirmed
you're
after
going to him.
Oh, excuse me, the other way around. Even worse, frankly, going to Shadur Sanders' town, and his head coach has confirmed that he's going to start next week. And today they lost by a bunch to the 49ers, and I don't think that's going to be the same case next week against the Titans. I think that by far, not even close, by 700 country miles, the best unit in next week's game will be Cleveland's defense, and so that may be all that matters. I don't know.
All right, I've got one stat that I want to bring up that I just think is hilariously ironic. Real quick, shout out to Lipscomb University Sports Analytics Program. If you want to turn your passion for sports into a career, there's a lot of different ways you can do that. If you want to be a media member, there's no right or wrong. There's no wrong way to get to this spot. There's many different ways. If you want to work for a team, work for a company.
There are some wrong ways. I can point to some people online who are doing it the wrong way.
No, but they still got there. It depends on if you want to get there. There's many different ways to get there.
You'll build a hard ceiling for yourself.
Wherever
this is a whole podcast that
you're right.
another day.
Wherever you want to get to, Lipscomb University can help you out. It's an online grad program. So if you want to get into sports and change up your career, you can do that while working whatever you got currently going on your own time. If you've got somebody who's an undergrad in college right now and like, this might be something up their alley, send it to them. Lipscomb University, it's a nationally recognized university here in Nashville, Tennessee, but they're changing the game here with Lipscomb University Sport Analytics program. My stat that is just so ironic, I can't help it. Tony Pollard, 10 carries, 60 yards, averages 6 per carry. What the heck did that come from?
Hey, good day running the ball. TP. Good for him.
I'll just take it further. The team averaged 4.8 yards per carry. They averaged 3.7 yards per pass. It's not how that's supposed to work. And another thing that just made me angry is Cam's just inability to see the opportunity to run. Just use your legs, man.
The Jaguars approached him defensively exactly the right way today. That's something that we'll kind of probably talk about the rest of the week. But that was kind of the blueprint to bottling up the success that Cam Ward was finding the past couple of weeks. I wasn't sure who or when it was going to come by. The Jaguars are clearly capable of it, and they've got a better front than folks think, and they did it very effectively.
Josh Hines-Allen had himself a day.
7 pressures, 2 sacks, I believe.
Yeah. Titans' offensive line was bad, except for run blocking. They're pretty good.
All 6 of those runs, man. Killed
it. 10 carries, 60 yards.
Oh, excuse me.
Cam had 1 for 7. Chim had 1 for 1. Tajay 2 for -1. I just want to do something. I'm going to look at Tajay Spears' rushing yards the last 3 games.
While you do that, I've got a fun fact that I almost forgot to mention.
Okay.
I checked this very quickly before the show, so I'm probably going to write it, and I'll verify it before I write it.
Okay.
But I believe the Titans now lead the NFL in halves without a touchdown this year. Now, they have played 12 games, which means 24 halves. Austin, would you like to guess how many of those halves they've scored a touchdown in?
I think they've gone now 4 games without a touchdown. So there's 8.
4 games without a touchdown?
I think so.
Oh, you mean 4 total games? I thought you meant like the last 4 games. I'm like,
no, I think that,
I see. Including today's, right?
Yeah. I will say, let's go with 16 halves.
13 halves. 13 halves.
Sorry, I kind of ruined the game for you.
You did. We talked about this last week.
Yeah, no, we
did
this
the test.
Yeah, my bad.
That's all right.
Well, flip it again.
Still, more than half of the halves.
How many rushing yards do you think Tajay Spears has the last 3 games?
Man, I don't know. 40.
6.
See? That's how you play the game, Austin.
How many carries do you think Tajay
That's media training.
How many carries do you think it's taken Tajay Spears to get 6 yards the last 3 games?
A dozen? 15?
9.
Oh, I ruined the game.
It's okay.
6 on 9 carries?
9 carries for 6 yards.
Bang! How many of those are positive? That's what I'd want to know, the breakdown of how many of those went for positive yards.
Well, his long was 3.
Ooh, big chunk.
Last week he had 3 carries for 4 yards with a long of 3. Today he had 2 for -1 with a long of 2. So I mean, the other one was -3. And then he had against Houston 4 carries for 3 yards, a long of 1. Derek says only 9 carries is also a problem. No, not when it's only getting 6 yards.
Now, when the other guy today runs for 60 yards on 10 carries, the problem is not running him more than 10 times.
But you couldn't get first downs. That's the whole thing. You
could have if you ran him.
They should, honestly, they would have had twice as many yards today if they would just ran Tony Pollard every play.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us.
Yep.
make sure you hit that like button, like the show. We've got more of this Monday morning, 5 days a week this week after the holiday. Hope everybody did have a great Thanksgiving. In all seriousness, but,
Couldn't have been worse than this.
No, you're right. This is the everybody's like, all right.
However good or bad your holiday was.
Welcome back to the work week after that. Just God, you know, like when you were a kid, like in school, and you're like, man, what a fun weekend. Oh shoot, I got homework and it's Sunday.
Sunday scaries. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's Titans every week.
That's right.
Every week.
They get your mind right.
That's right. All right. Buck Rising Live for prime time coming up here shortly, I'm sure, on these same channels. Make sure you hit the like button. You support our sponsors. They do help us out quite a bit. So give a quick shout out to our sponsors on the way out the door. X Golf in Nashville, Murfreesboro, Hermitage, and Franklin. BTA Sports, Botero Carts, Lipscomb University Sport Analytics, the Barrel Social Club, and T-Dots, NobodyTrashes Tennessee.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Appreciate it as always.